Hi, Shanny Fannies. Welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from eating. I'm in recovery I've recovered. I'm in recovery. I'm Shanny and I'm in recovery for my eating disorder. I'm all recovered. That's that. Recovery. Welcome to my channel. I'm making this video to talk about some of my feelings that I'm having because I feel like a lot of you out there are struggling with these same things, and I thought we could all just come together and support each other and talk about it in the comments respectfully, obviously, and just be there for each other. That's what this community is about. And some of the stuff, like I've already talked about. Oh, the chapstick's all gone. I hate when that happens. I'm gonna try and dig it out with your. Anyway, so a lot of this stuff I have talked about lots, like on live streams and maybe a little bit here and there on videos, but I kind of just want to put it all out there, except I don't know what it all is. So I'm just going to start talking and see what comes. But the main idea that I want to talk about is how crappy and how hard this year has been, 2020. Today, we all know everything, the whole pandemic and Black Lives Matter and the coronavirus killing so many people and really scary weather things happening everywhere. But by the way, we're having a bunch of mountain fires here too, so that's really cool for us because we literally live in a bowl of mountains. Like, if you were to stand in the middle of our road and do a complete turnaround, you would see mountains everywhere. So beautiful, but a couple of our mountains are on fire. My sister got in a car accident yesterday. I've been passing out. I passed out tonight at my mom's. I passed out yesterday. I'm really sick. I'm sicker than I've ever been. The world is scary. I don't ever want to leave my house because I'm terrified that either I'm going to get sick or that something bad is going to happen to me or that something bad is going to happen to Danny or that all of a sudden the world is just going to go even crazier than they already have and just start killing each other. And I don't know. I just live in constant fear and constant anxiety about it. But today, I wanted to share this because today, I was at my mom's house, and my sister, the one that got in a car accident, she's totally fine, by the way. Oh my gosh, I forgot to say that. Sorry, she's totally fine. That someone just came in and hit them from behind, and her seatbelt didn't quite lock because they were in a still position, and the car just rammed them, and she had her seatbelt on, but the lock thing didn't work quick enough or something, so she kind of did that. So she's got really bad whiplash and nothing more, thank goodness. Anyway, she was talking about how she's over it. She is over 2020, and she and I were joking, hashtag 2020 refund. I mean, who doesn't agree with that? And then a couple of people started talking about how they felt and the things that, from their point of view, that they've been through and just the scary world in general. And I stopped for a second and I was like, oh, this is what I should say, because that's what I always do with my family. I always want to impress my family. So they're the only people that I really do try, believe it or not, to think before I speak. And so while they're all talking about these things, I was like, oh yeah, and I should say how 2020 is going to be, I've been saying all year last year that 2020 is going to be my year, and that I'm going to do great, and that I'm going to get better, and that I'm not going to be sick anymore, and I'm not going to have all these things. So while I was going through that scenario to add to the conversation, that this year was supposed to be my best year ever, and then it turned out to be the worst in history in who knows how long. But then I stopped myself inside, and I was like, wait, should I say this out loud? And I was like, I'm going to say this out loud, which is weird. I'm very different to you guys than I am. I tend to be not submissive, but just kind of I look up to everybody, even my little sister. I just feel like I'm below everyone. And so I was like, there has been one good thing this year. And they're like, what? And I was like, well, my recovery, like July 4th is going to be 6 months. And they were like, and they just went off like, I'm so proud of you. That's incredible. And that's awesome. And that's wonderful. So I'm not saying like I'm okay, because I'm not. I'm so sick. But man, I am proud that it's been almost 6 months since I have been in that really, really deep hole that didn't feel like I would ever come out of it. But as far as my eating disorder goes, I did. And you can too. And right now, you all know this, but you know what? I'm going to talk about it because it's a big deal in my life right now. Right now, I'm struggling really hard, really bad with the thoughts, because the thoughts are, oh, hey, Shani, my eating disorder thoughts are like, hey, Shani, remember when you were binging and purging that your body was not passing out every day and you weren't having these scary episodes where you thought you were going to die every single day? I mean, I've had those before, but not like every single day like this. And I've been really wrestling with like, well, you might as well just go back to your ed. Your eating disorder obviously was helping you to feel better, so why don't you just go back to it? I'm constantly told that in my head. And it has taken like 3 times the energy and drive and strength, I don't know the word, into beating this eating disorder, because I've got that extra thing there with it. Like, oh, you are passing out every day. Sometimes you throw up from it. Sometimes, last night, by the way, this is weird. This never happened. I had a weird episode where my cheeks started feeling really tingly, and then my face bloated up, and then my throat started closing. And I called Danny. He came and got me, and he calmed me down. I don't know if it was a severe panic attack. I don't know if I ate something. I don't know what it was, but like I was breathing through like maybe that for probably a good 10 minutes, and it was so terrifying. Like I thought I was going to die. But he calmed me down, and that helped a little bit. So I think it might have had something to do with anxiety and panic, even though I was not doing anything rough. I was actually writing my grandma a beautiful birthday card and saying sweet things. She doesn't stress me out at all. I don't know where it came from. It just was bizarre. But anyway, and so I've been trying to rationalize, that's not the word, analyze, maybe. I've got some theories about my body, and if you guys want a video about it, tell me in the comments below, because I've got some theories of what might be going on with my body. Obviously, we're still doing more testing, and gonna try and figure this out, because clearly the iron helped a little. I can tell that it helped a little, but not enough, because I'm still passing out. So anyway, I don't know. I have a lot of time to think, and I don't have energy to do much, so there are so many times where I'm just like sitting or laying and just thinking. And yeah, I do have some theories, but anyway, that's a different video. I guess I want you to know that I'm aware that the world is a scary place right now, whether you support or believe or whatever political people, or what's going on with the pandemic, what's going on with Corona, what's going on with Black Lives Matter, what's going on with the new laws and all the scary things of violence and things that are happening around the world. I'm with you. But I can't tell you how good it felt today to have that thought come in my head, where it would have been so easy for me to focus on, oh my gosh, 2019 was the worst year of my life, and I knew that I was going to try so hard in 2020, and 2020 was going to be my year, and now look at 2020, it sucks. But then I was like, as I was that thought process, I was like, wait, but that's not true for me. Like, because even though I feel like I'm dying every day, because of whatever's going on with my body, I know that I've been doing the right thing. And sometimes it just takes one little tiny ounce of pride in yourself, or one little moment like that in your head, for you to stop yourself and be like, maybe it's not as bad as I thought, and maybe I can focus on that one good thing. And whatever that is for you, it might not be huge, like 6 months recovery, but it could be anything. It could be, oh, I helped my grandma smile today, or oh, I went and volunteered and made some homeless meals for the homeless and stuff, or whatever it is. Just like, or oh, I didn't binge and purge today. If you're someone who does it every day, if there's one day, then take that, be proud of it, and grow from that. Because I can tell you that put me in a better headspace for me to realize that, and to acknowledge that it's not all bad. 2020 for me personally has not been all bad, because I've beaten my eating disorder. So, you can too, like whatever it is. And I just think it's really important to focus on the things that truly matter. Your family, your friends, yourself, your people. People matter. Love matters. And I feel like it's not over. I feel like something else big is coming. And I felt it at the end of January. And nothing really happened too big. But then in March, that's when the whole COVID and pandemic and quarantine and everything happened. And it's that same feeling that I got back in January. I feel like it's not, I just feel like something else is coming too. So maybe this is me being psycho, or, I mean, I'm not psychic, but I'm very intuitive, and I do have dreams about people dying right before they die, and I get feelings all the time of things that are going to happen, and then they happen. It's weird. I'm a weirdo, basically, is what I'm saying. So maybe if I can get ahead of the game and ask you guys to get ahead of the game and just prepare and just say, you know, this might not get better. It might get better in some ways, and it might get better for only a day or a week or a month. But that's something. And so grab onto the something. Whatever is that something for you. For me, it's like, what's the best thing about 2020 for me? My recovery, which is something I've been trying to do for 30 years. So, well, actively trying for years, but I've had it for 30 years. What's yours? What is your something? What is the one good thing? I'm dead serious. I want you to tell me in the comments. Give me one good thing that happened to you in 2020. And I'm not saying that discludes all this bad stuff and that you should just push the bad stuff aside and not deal with it. I'm just saying it could be useful, because it was for me. It was very helpful to bring up one little bit of positivity and pride in myself, and that made me want to keep trying, and it also made me feel stronger and less scared of this world. You okay? I wasn't going to tell you guys this yet, but this is a direct upload and you're here. Now it's not going to make sense. Well, I'll just say this. Are you okay? Coco is in here, my bird. I have 3 birds. Lemon, Berry, and Coco. You know what? Can you hold on? I'm sorry. This is a direct upload, so I don't want to stop it. Hold on. Hey. Hey. Okay. Say hello. Oops, sorry, that was probably really loud. Sorry. Okay, Sorry about the microphone thing. I've moved Coco in here. She's acting sick again, and it's not looking great. We can't afford the emergency vet places. We're going to try and call tomorrow and see how much it is, but I've had enough birds to know. I don't want to talk about that right now, actually. So let's just pray for Coco. She's sick. And, I don't know. She and I have become really close, so it's really sad. But anyway, yeah, I really don't want to talk about that. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but just, you're not alone. I'm scared too, and I'm anxious, and I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of seeing so many dirty, scummy, hypocritical people in the world right now, and people who are being abusive to each other, hurting each other, and it just blows my mind that anybody would think that that's the answer to what's going on right now, is to treat each other like that. Like, we live in a scary place right now, and I am scared, and so are you, and that's okay. And if you're not, great, please tell us in the comments below. What helped you? What is helping you to get through each day? Like, what is it that lifts your spirit? What is it that encourages you to keep on going when you feel like you can't? Please tell me in the comments below. And tell me what your one thing is. Tell me one good thing that's happened to you in the comments below. And let's just try focusing on that for today. Yeah. I'm going to go take care of my bird. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. We've got this, guys. Love you.